Yo, welcome back to my motherfucking channel. How we living, motherfuckers? I heard people all the time say, well, you can't cuss on Facebook, you can't cuss on Instagram, and you can't do a lot of things. And I'd be like, why don't you just permanently block me off this shit? I'm still gonna do what the fuck I want to do. If you don't like what I'm saying, unsubscribe, unfollow, block me. I don't know. Find something better to do with your life. But what the fuck triggered you today, Henry? What triggered me today was, understanding that I live under a different roof, but I'm in the same house as you. By me seeing that the same rules that you use, like, I told people, man, I stopped watching these European audit police videos because I'll see the European say, you can't come on my property, or you're violating my rights, or you're violating my Fourth Amendment right, my Second Amendment right, my Third Amendment right, my 19th Amendment right. And the police officer eventually will comply. Damn near 99% of the time. 99% of the time. Every fucking European or white or Caucasian or fucking whatever you want to call these niggas. Whatever you want to call these people. They're not niggas. They just Caucasians or Europeans or pieces of shit, if I want to tell you. A person's like, well, you're racist. You sound so racist. I sound racist. I sound racist talking about bad European people. So then, what do you sound like thinking or talking about bad people of color, whether it be Muslims or immigrants? So you can say, like I said, I live in the same house, but under different rules. And I remember the whole immigrants coming over here from down South America shit. They got diseases. They're going to come in illegally. They're going to do, they're criminals in there. They're sex traffickers. I don't like them. They scare me. But if I say a European, I don't like them. They don't scare me. They bring diseases. When they came over and settled, and they brought smallpox to Native Americans. So what, y'all bring diseases, right? That's proof right there. Y'all bring diseases. Doesn't matter. Y'all enslaved black people. Oh, let that go. I was talking about 2020 penitentiaries, nigga. The things that Europeans do, it doesn't infuriate other Europeans. And it doesn't infuriate house niggas. Because there's a few good ones. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't see as a person of color, whether you brown, yellow, or dark brown, it doesn't matter. You can't see that you don't judge the entire group of Europeans because of Justin Bieber, or because of Angelina Jolie, or because you got a police officer or a politician or somebody in your family that's not like that. But I see millions upon millions of good Muslims, millions upon millions of good people of color. I see millions upon millions of good immigrants. I see millions upon millions of good people in general. But yet, if you're a Muslim, you're a potential terrorist. So we got to watch out for you. If you're an Hispanic, you're a potential illegal. if you're a person of color, brown or yellow brown, you're a potential criminal. So then I say, what about Europeans? What are they? And a house nigga's like, what are you talking about? And another European's like, there's a mental health issue. So if I'm wrong for being triggered by saying that 100% of European Americans are racist, you'll be like, that's not true. Well, then why do 100%, if not 99.9% of European Americans live in a European neighborhood? Oh, I don't mind if you come live with me, but I'm not going to go down there and live with you. You know what goes on in that neighborhood. No, I don't. It's not like that. It's no different than yours. People get shot in white neighborhoods. People get killed. Oh, but not like y'all do it. But that's the same thing I'm trying to tell you. Nobody blows up schools, Walmarts, movie theaters. Nobody commits the terroristic acts that you commit, but yet only the Muslim is labeled a terrorist. Y'all commit more acts of violence than the most radical Muslims, and you turn around and say the only terrorists that we got to worry about are Muslims. The only criminals that we got to worry about are people of color. Brown, yellow, brown. So no matter how many kids are molested by Europeans, they're not child molesters. No matter how many people in 2020 you've seen involved in sex trafficking, not one of them has been even a Mexican, an Asian, or any other person of color. They've all been Europeans. But they're not sex traffickers. So when I seen this video, it happened I put it on my Facebook wall, and the guy's brother was being detained or locked up. He was in handcuffs. And the guy was in his driveway. He said, I came out my house to see why you locking my brother up. You cannot lock my brother up without telling me why you locking him up. He never answered that question. You know what he did? He locked the guy that was recording him. And he didn't tell him why he was locking him up on his own property. I'm in the same house, but I live under different rules. And somebody wants to fucking tell me, some fucking European wants to tell me, well, you don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck you mean? What do you mean I don't know what I'm talking about if I'm just showing you a video of a black person's right, of a person of color's rights being violated, the same rights that you got. So I've seen hundreds of Europeans motherfuckers say, you're on my property, get off now. I seen a video, I could put a video, I seen this one video where police was looking for somebody. I don't know if it was a white or black neighborhood. I don't know. But the guy came out and said, I came out on my porch to smoke some weed. It was 4 police officers out there. He said, by the end of it, he told him I got weed. He said I was about to smoke some weed. Whether it's legal in their state or not, I don't give a fuck about that. And he said my point, get the fuck off my property. And he gave him the finger. So when I say to somebody, I'm in the same house as you, but I live under different rules. It's like you want to tell me, no, that's not true. That's just a conspiracy theory of yours. Really? You really believe that and you live in a predominantly European neighborhood? I mean, you live around fucking white people. I mean, everywhere you look, it's all white. When you go to your rallies, it's all white. If I went to something that was all black, it was all black, and the main drive behind them was black power, I would know where the fuck I'm at. I wouldn't pretend that this wasn't some racist shit. And it was directed towards Europeans or white people or Caucasians. No. I would understand that. So for somebody to tell me, hey man, you ain't really talking about nothing. Well, I know I'm talking about something. That's why I know ain't nobody listening. If I wasn't talking about nothing, everybody'd be listening. But that's what these Europeans do, man. You know? They look you dead in your motherfucking eye and tell you, we live in the same house and we live under the same rules. As they violate those rules in front of your fucking face. But it is what it is. Like I said, I believe in getting stuff off your chest, letting it go, and moving on. So with that said, man, I just want people to know that, when you interact with the police, don't say nothing, man. Just keep your mouth shut, dude. Don't answer a question. Don't say shit. They can't force you to do nothing. And then when they detain you, when they lock you up, you just sue them. You just sue them because they're saying the only way that they can figure out who you are is by locking you up. And they can't just lock you up without probable cause. And you exercising your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent is not a crime. It's supposed to be a right. So then they'll tell you you're supposed to incriminate yourself, and if you don't, that's the crime. You didn't incriminate yourself. You didn't tell on yourself. It's you. Get in my car. Put him down. Shoot him. And first of all, you're exaggerating that shit. I'd be like, how am I exaggerating when there's I can say millions, hundreds of thousands of videos? It's got to be by now. Since Rodney King until now, there's got to be over 100,000 videos of people of color being mistreated. But it doesn't matter to you because you're not the one that's mistreated. It's no different than what these Trump supporters are doing right now. They feel mistreated, so now they want to protest. Now they want to threaten people's lives. Now they want to take over governments. But like I said, we live in the same house, but we live under different rules, man. But like I said, man, try to get shit off your chest. It helps, so you can move on because we all see where we at and what we're going through. Don't worry about it though. Everything will be all right, man. Just gotta keep your head up, keep focused. But anyway, man, it's always peace. It's always home and love with me, man. And my only message is just don't say nothing to them, man. Just sit there. Just stand there. They want to lock you up. Take them to court. That's it. You ain't did nothing wrong. Take them to court. You can't waste my time. You can't incarcerate me because you don't know who the fuck you looking for. And you knowing my name and my date of birth is not going to get you any closer to solving shit. If I give you my name and date of birth, you can't tell me what trucking company I work for. If I give you my name and date of birth, you can't tell me what high school I went to. If I give you my name and date of birth, you can't tell me where I was at 20 minutes ago. So like I said, it's always peace. It's always motherfucking homie love with me. Stay silent. Peace.